What's up guys, it's Matt from TDM Style here and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another first impression style review. And this is one that I've been meaning to do for quite some time and I've had a lot of requests for this, so I just haven't gotten around to it till today. This time we're taking a look at Pacinos Matte Paste. Okay, so Pacinos brand. This company has been advertising the fuck out of themselves on Instagram. I mean, I can't even tell you how many different various like sponsored ad posts that I've seen from the company themselves, from like Target who carries them, to all of these guys who like they do those kind of quick hair tutorial videos on Instagram. There's like just a shitload of people who seem to be using various things from this line, although the matte paste seems to be a very popular one. So I've been thinking about doing this for a while and I had to go to Target this morning to get a few things and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pick one of these up and we'll try it out. So I thought that doing the first impression style video would be a fun way for both me and you guys to get a look at this product and see if it's really all that the hype has built it up to be. So taking a look at the jar, you will see that it comes in this 4-ounce matte black plastic jar with a shiny black plastic lid, and we've got the white text there. So on the front we have Pacinos Hair Grooming Matte, and then underneath there we've got matte paste with flexible hold and no shine. Around the back of the jar we have a little bit of information about the product and how to use it. So it says, this product provides long-lasting definition that's ideal for all hair types, has a medium hold for definition, and washes thoroughly with water. I don't know why they put definition twice in there. It's a little bit redundant to me, but whatever. And then we also have the ingredients list there. So the packaging is okay. It's I like the black and white kind of minimalist idea. Jar is a bit big. I mean, this is huge. I mean, 4 ounces is a lot, but typically, you know, we see 4 ounces in those like glass pomade jars. They're a little smaller. This thing's pretty massive. Yeah, it's not bad. Doesn't blow me away. The plastic does feel a bit cheap, but whatever. It's packaging. Okay, let's crack this thing open. I haven't opened this at all yet, so let's open it and see, you know, everybody's favorite category of scent. So it does have this little extra plastic cover on the inside, and looking at the product, it does have a kind of grayish, almost light bluish color, which is interesting. And it smells like cologne. Yeah, I'm not wild about the scent, to be honest. It kind of... I mean, it's light at least. It's not like super, you know, punchy or anything, but it just, I don't know. It fucking smells like Axe, and I hate Axe. It just, I don't know. It's weird. It's not terrible, but it has a little bit of kind of a soapiness to it almost. But yeah, no, it smells like cheap cologne. Okay, so before we get into this, let's just take a very brief look at the ingredients list here, which is a pretty massive list, so I will include the whole thing down in the description box below if you'd like to read it. But right at the top of the list, we do have water in the first spot, so it is water-based. Then we've got lanolin wax, kaolin clay, petrolatum, and we've also got synthetic wax, and then a bunch of chemical compounds that I can't pronounce. About halfway down the list, we've got some PEG8 beeswax in there, and then we've got Parfum, limonene, so a little bit of citrusy smell in there, cinnamol. Okay, and then oddly enough, at the bottom, this is not something that I'm used to seeing on hair products. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artificial colors: blue, brown, violet, red, and yellow. Weird. I don't know really why you need that, but okay, so I guess there's some colors in there. Super fun. All right, now, as you can see, I have clean, dry hair, so I'm ready to just crack into this and try it out and see what happens. So I think actually I'm gonna move the camera in a bit closer first, just so we can get a nice close look at what's going on in my hair as I apply this, so I'll be back in a second. All right, I'm ready to try this stuff out. So now let's see, does it actually, okay, it does have instructions here. It says massage an ample amount of matte into the palms of your hands. Matte can be applied to dry hair evenly and shape to your... What? Matte can be applied to dry hair evenly and shape to your desired style using fingers, comb, or brush. So the directions are kind of fucked up a little bit, but so... Okay, so it says to take an ample amount, apply it to your hair evenly, and then style it with your fingers or a comb. So yeah, all right, let's see what the scoop is like here. Okay, it is very soft and creamy. The texture of it reminds me of the Blue Monarch matte paste a bit. Well, let's try it out here. All right, so it is a very creamy breakdown, although it doesn't seem to want to go totally clear. And so I don't know. I'm just gonna try to go in here and see what happens. All right, so the application is pretty smooth, although it does feel to be drying like really fast. So it is feeling a bit sticky already. So, I mean, with my hair at this shorter length, that's not too much of an issue right now, but I don't feel like I have enough product right now, because obviously I've got like no hold. So I am going to need some more product to layer in, and the stickiness does kind of worry me a little bit, because I feel like the next scoop is going to be a little uncomfortable. I have some hairs coming out. Not anything too terrible. I mean, you know, fairly par for the course with a matte product. All right, so let's try another scoop here. I'm just gonna do that much because I don't know. I really don't like the smell. I keep smelling it, and I smell like an Axe fuckboy right now, and I'm not into it. I gotta be honest on that one. All right, let's see here. Second scoop in. It is definitely stickier than the first scoop. Yeah, it's okay. It just feels very dry, which again is pretty typical of matte products, especially a lot of matte pastes. I'm expecting this to have a pretty decent texture by the end, since it does have kaolin clay in it, which I'm seeing a little bit of right now. So, I mean, it does say it's a medium hold. It's not supposed to be a strong hold, so this is feeling pretty much like a medium right now. It does feel very light in the hair, so that's a positive. So I don't anticipate that the volume will really drop out. I mean, we're gonna see, because I'm gonna keep this in my hair for, you know, standard 8 to 10 hour day, and then we'll come back later and see how it held up, of course. But it does feel very lightweight, although you can see, you're probably seeing how it's pulling a little bit now. I am starting to get a little bit of that tangly ends, kind of too grippy feeling, which is unfortunately a regular thing with my hair type and super matte, somewhat sticky products. So not totally unexpected, but not totally loved either. It is certainly very matte. I mean, to be honest, my hair feels pretty dry right now, which again is a pretty common occurrence for me with matte products in general, so it's not something that I, you know, wasn't really expecting or anything. All right, so I'm pretty happy with how the style turned out. I mean, it looks pretty decent. As I mentioned, it feels pretty lightweight. It feels like a pretty solid medium hold is in there. So at this point, I think I'm just gonna go about my day, and depending on how things go, I may check in with you guys somewhere in the middle of the day, or otherwise I'll just see you guys in somewhere around about 8 to 10 hours, and we'll see how it held up. All right, guys, so it has been about 7 hours. I decided to cut it a little bit short because it's getting late and I'm honestly like tired as fuck, but you still get a pretty good idea here how it held up. You know, as far as the hold and the volume, it definitely stayed in there, so I think medium hold is a pretty good description of this. You know, it's very lightweight, so as I expected, the volume didn't really drop out, but you know, one thing that I'm not super happy about, and I don't know how well this is coming across on camera, like I'm trying to look at it in the monitor and I can't really tell, but it feels too dry for me. You know, like my hair to me looks frizzy, and it looks like I've got a lot of flyaways, and it just doesn't, like just the texture of it doesn't look quite as moisturized really as I would like. It's just too dry. So in terms of price, this comes in at $15.99. So you're looking at $16 for 4 ounces of product at your local Target. I'm sure that you can buy this on their website and stuff too, but it seems pretty well distributed out there considering the amount of advertising that they've been paying for. So it seems pretty readily available. Obviously, it's closer to the pricing of like home brews and salon products than the other products that you're probably typically used to seeing in like Targets or drugstores or those sort of places. You know, those products are usually around the $5 mark. But you know, whatever. Hey, if you're gonna have better products like in Target and they're just gonna cost a little more, but they're like more readily accessible, whatever, that's cool. So overall, first impressions. It's okay. It's like I said, it's not my favorite. I mean, like, you know, like in this angle, I'm looking at my hair in the monitor, and like from this camera length, like where the camera is and stuff, it looks pretty good. But when I look in the mirror, it's so fucking dry. Like it looks super frizzy. Now part of that, to be fair, it was raining all day today, and I did have to go outside for a couple minutes, not like in a downpour or anything, but you know, it was drizzling, so my hair did get a little bit wet. And with this being a water-based product, obviously that's going to present a potential issue. So that might be part of the reason that I've got like over here, my hair started kind of curling back up and that sort of stuff. You know, so that may have been partially due to the rain, but to tell you the honest truth, it looked this dry and what I consider to look frizzy and flyaway-y well before I went outside into the rain. So, you know, like I said, I think it's worth experimenting on it some more, or experimenting with it some more. You know, I'll definitely give it more chances, especially because, I mean, I paid for it. Like, I might as well use it and try it out in a bunch of different ways. So I may be doing a more comprehensive review down the road. But strictly first impressions, I don't particularly care for it. Especially, I really don't like the smell. But, you know, application was good. Well, fairly good. It did get sticky after a bit, but like the first scoop is good. And, you know, it's very lightweight, so the volume is good. The texture is okay. It's very matte, but, you know, it's just not, like, if I'm looking for a matte product, would I reach for this first? As of right now, no. So I guess if you're looking for just an overall verdict, to boil all that down to, my first impression would be, eh. So that does it for this video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I did have a good time making this. I always do enjoy doing the first impressions videos. It just feels kind of, I don't know, like pure in a way. Like you're experiencing it at the same time that I am, you know, versus me testing it out for several weeks and stuff. But let me know in the comments if you would like to see a sort of proper review of this after I've tested it for a while, and, you know, if you want me to come back to it and see if my opinion of it has changed, I'd be more than happy to do that for you guys. And as usual, I have lots and lots more content coming up, so if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button down below to keep up to date with all that upcoming content. And as always, thank you guys so much for coming by and watching, and we'll see you at the next one.